So I couldn't go around the house that blocked the track, so I've just followed these fields round, and I think this is the track bed here, which we should rejoin. So we've just come through that field. I think, yes, this is a bridge, and I think that's the track, possibly down there. So I'll just check the map and then. Okay, so I'm just on the bridge now that's circled in blue, and that's actually a branch down the hill down to the quarries in Gunnislake, and the actual branch down to Callington is the one on the left hand side of the screen. So then I just follow the road up to the other bridge, just crossing the main railway there. So I've refound the railway. It's a garden. And we're still in the housing area, but I think it ends just over there, so I think if we follow this road along, we should be able to cross a field and rejoin it then. And then there's nothing really built in it all the way until Hingston Down quarry, which is where I'll be following it to. So I'm following this footpath up, and it should cross the track just up here. And I think this is an old bridge. This is where the railway crossed. Just here. So we need to get up there and then carry on. Okay, so now I'm on the track bed. And I think for the next mile or so it just goes through lots and lots of farmers' fields. I'm just crossing through this old farm gate just south of the track, and there's an old rail sticking out the ground. Okay, so I've just come along there, then under this bridge, you can see it continues along here, but over here we have an original marker post. I don't know what the numbers are. I think it might be miles to, I'm not sure though, because it's definitely not 5 miles to Gunnislake. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments. It definitely looks old railway. So now I'll continue along here. You've got an old sleeper here, probably original from this line. So now we'll just continue along here. So we've just come along there, and now to the trees you can see an old chimney up there, part of these old, I think they were either mines or something in the woods. And we pass them, the railway goes right past. I don't know whether they used to have a siding maybe, or I think they were probably much too early for the railway. We're going into a shallow cutting here, which we've been running on along an embankment for the past 200 metres. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through here. Now we can't get through here because there's too much gorse going across the track, but we'll just go around with this field. But just here, there's this wall running along the side of the cutting with an old ruined building. I don't know if it was railway or not, but we'll go and have a look. Some of it's brick and some of it's natural stone. There's not much left. I'll have a look on the old map and see if I can find out what this was. So back on the track, we're just the other side of the gorse bush, and there's lots of old ruined farm buildings just lining the track here, and it continues on through here. What's this? Looks like an old water tank or something. And you've got the small little retaining wall along that side. Just see it there. And this side you have that, which is a lot taller, with old barns and things along the top. You can see it there. Ooh. Actually, we might be able to get through here. Just south of the track now on the road, there's the old mine buildings, so I'm going to go and have a look at them as well. They should be just through here. You can tell something's been coming through here. So looking back at the old map, this map is from the late 1800s, you can see that this area that I'm walking through now is actually a massive industrial area, and the buildings which I point out as farm buildings and barns is actually these large buildings in the middle of the map, which is actually the Greenhill arsenic factory. And then I walk up onto the large industrial tip where there's all the old slag heaps and rubble. And then when I go into the buildings down in the woods, that was the old copper mine. And you can see there are two tramways running off the main railway that runs through the middle, down the hill through the woods, and I guess they went down to other mines. And so there was a lot of industrial activity going on here, and there were quite a few sidings. So this looks like someone's garden, so we'll just go around this and rejoin it afterwards. That's the railway just there. I'm just going around it, and I've definitely stood on some sort of old industrial land. There's a chimney just up there, another chimney there in the trees, and all this is rubble and sort of this slag from the mining. I think they were mining tin mostly in this area. These are all the old mine buildings just south of the track. There are loads of them all in the woods here, all down there. And this is a mine shaft going right the way down. So I'm back on the track, and it does look like I'm on an old platform. There's a little path comes down from the road there, and then there's this brick-edged platform all the way along. I'm not familiar with the stations that were on this line after Gunnislake, but it's definitely a platform. I'll see if I can find some old pictures of it, maybe online, and put them in the video. Then you've got this really old fence that goes along behind it, so I think it definitely was a station. So I'm just a little bit further down the track from the station now, which I was told by someone who lived opposite the track was Chilsworthy Holt, which was a little unstaffed halt with a little green wooden platform building, and she told me that they used to load on the produce from the Tamar Valley onto the 5 o'clock train, and that would get taken to Covent Garden in London by 11 o'clock, get taken to Plymouth and then onto the express all the way up to London Waterloo. So I'm going to continue along here now. Probably won't film it because a lot of brambles, so probably quite slow, but I'll okay, well, it's just taken me absolutely ages to go about 20 metres because of how many brambles there were, but it's a lot clearer from now on, and I can actually see Hingston Down quarry buildings through the trees now. Okay, so I've just come past the farm and along here, and now the railway goes along here, along through this cutting, so we'll follow it along there now. So we're just coming along the cutting now. We've got this old bridge here, and this little stream runs down there. See, this bit here was dug through the rock, and this basically now follows the contours alongside the valley all the way to the quarry, which is where I'm ending this walk. So the line now continues along through the trees, but over here there is another marker post. This one says 53 and 80. Okay, so I'm at Hingston Down quarry now, which is where I'm going to finish this walk. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.